Alright, let's not waste your time. We have a lot of content to get through. If you want to use all these mods that I'm about to go through, just install Better Adventures Plus, okay? It's called Better Adventures. Better Adventures Plus is the mod pack name, okay? It's a mod pack I made, so you don't have to install any of this manually. I've already done the hard work for you. And if you want to play with people with this mod pack, just join the FlowSMP. It's the server that I run. We use Better Adventures Plus on the server. I'm on the server all the time. Link to join is below. Ambient sounds. Just some pretty background noise for your worlds. Aileron. This gives you more control over how elytras work, and I've changed it to disable rocket boosting. Additional jewelry. This adds some cool jewelry to find that gives you buffs. Adaptive tooltips. Tooltips can now wrap instead of going off the screen, which is nice for items that have a ton of text. Add-ons lib. This is just a support mod. And I'll explain this once. A support mod is just a library of code that other mods need to run. They almost never have an impact on gameplay, it's just dependency code. Amendments. This just adds a lot of little tweaks to building and gameplay. Anvil repairing. You can now repair an anvil with iron. Apple skin. This displays how much saturation you have. Aqua Mare. This adds a whole new ice biome with structures, monsters, even boss fights. It's super cool. Archers. This adds an archer class to the game with new weapons, spells, and armor. This comes from the RPG series, which will come up a lot in this video. Archers expansion. This is just an expansion for archers, which adds more spells. Architecture API. Support mod. Artifacts. This adds a bunch of new accessories to find in the world, which is pretty similar to Terraria accessories. Athena. Support mod. Auto HUD. This gives you a lot of control over your HUD, and I have it set up to disappear after a few seconds when not in use. Auto tag. Support mod. Azure Lib Armor. Support mod. Bad Optimizations. Performance mod. BC Lib. Support mod. Beautify Refabricated. Lots of new building blocks. Berserker. This adds the Berserker class, which has its own weapons and armor and stuff. Better Climbing. Ladder movement is faster now. Better Advancements. Makes the advancement screen bigger. Better Archaeology. Greatly expands upon the archaeology system with fossils to uncover, new loot, stuff like that. Better Combat. Makes combat more interesting. Better End. The end is cooler now. Better F3. You can configure the F3 screen. I chose to make it super minimalist. Better Mob Combat. Certain mobs have new combat animations. Better Third Person. You can turn 360 degrees in third person now. Biomes aplenty. Lots of new biomes. Bookshelf. Support mod. Botarium. Support mod. Bountiful. This adds a bounty board in villages where you can do quests. Brewing and chewing. You can brew drinks and make cheese and stuff. Bridging mod. Makes bridging a lot better. C2ME. Performance mod. Camera overhaul. This adds camera tilt, which you can configure. Camera utils. Lets you have custom camera angles and modify your third-person camera distance. Carry on. Lets you pick up animals and blocks and stuff. Cave dust. Subtle dust particles in caves. Chat animation. Adds a nice animation when something is sent in chat. Chat image. This turns those massive, ugly URLs when someone sends a picture into a nice compact display. It's really nice if you have a Discord server hooked up to Minecraft and people are sending images from Discord that would show up in-game. Cherished worlds. This makes it so you can't accidentally delete your worlds like a dumbass. Chimes. Adds wind chimes. Chipped. Quite literally adds thousands of blocks to build with. Chunky. This lets you pre-generate your world, which is super useful if you're running a server. Chunky border. This lets you set a world border with Chunky. Cicada. Support mod. Sit Risoon, I think? Support mod. Cloth config API. Support mod. Clumps. Makes XP clump up so it's less cluttery. Cobweb. Support mod. Collective. Support mod. Colorful hearts. Bro, this one is so nice. It makes it so that if you have a ton of hearts, it just turns the next row of hearts into another color instead of, displaying like 4 to 5 rows of hearts and cluttering up your UI. Combat roll. Lets you roll around. Comforts. Sleeping bags and hammocks. Configurable. Support mod. Continuity. Support mod. Cool rain. This adds some new rain sounds depending on the material it's falling on. Copper and Tough backport. This lets you have the 121 copper and tough blocks on previous game versions. Corgi Lib. Support mod. Cosmetic armor. This adds some new cosmetic slots for armor, so you can be wearing a super strong armor set and retain those buffs, and also have control over how you look with a different set of armor. Countered terrain slabs. Bro, I cannot tell you how much this mod cooks. Look at these slabs. Exploring has never been so fire. This mod is so nice. There's tons of new slabs to build with, and it generates in your world, so the terrain feels much more smooth to run on. Crate Delight. Adds new crates to decorate with. Creative Core. Support mod. Creative Fly. Faster creative flight, and you can toggle it on and off. Creeper overhaul, new creeper variations. Crystal lib, support mod. Critters and companions. This adds lots of new animals and critters. Call less leaves, performance mod. Cultural delights, new culture-specific foods. Cupboard, support mod. Death Knights. This adds a new Death Knight class. Decorative blocks. This adds new blocks to build with. Default skill trees, support mod. Delightful chefs, new food-related villager professions. Diagonal fences. Yeah, I wonder what this does, huh? Diagonal walls. Yes. Diet. This adds a diet mechanic where you can balance what foods you eat to get certain buffs. It's optional, and you're not punished for only eating cake all day. Disable custom worlds advice. This just gets rid of that message that yells at you when you're using mods. Distant horizons. This lets you go from this to this. Target dummy. This lets you slap a target dummy and tell him he's been a naughty boy. What? Dungeon now loading 1%. This adds a new dungeon to explore with unique mobs. Elemental wizards. Adds new spells related to the wizard class. Emoji full. This lets you use emojis in-game. Enchantment descriptions. It does what you think it does, and it's just so nice for a mod pack of this size that has a ton of custom enchantments. Enderman overhaul. New Enderman variations. Enhanced block entities. Performance mod. Entity model features. Support mod. Entity texture features. Support mod. Entity culling. Performance mod. Eternal attributes. Support mod. William Wyther's expanded ecosphere. This adds a ton of new biomes. Expanded delight. This adds new crops and stuff. Exposure. This adds a super cool camera feature where you can take pictures in-game and then display those pictures with photograph frames. Extra sounds. New UI sounds. Fabric API. Support mod. Fabric language Kotlin. Support mod. Falling leaves. These are just pretty leaf particles that will fall from trees. Farmer's Delight. This is a huge farming mod that adds a ton of new crops and food and blocks and all that kind of jazz. Fast item frames. Performance mod. Faux custom entity data. Support mod. Ferrite core. Performance mod. First person model. You can now see yourself in-game. Force Master. This adds the Force Master class to the game. Alright, here we go. Framework. Support mod. Fuzzy config. Support mod. Geckolib. Support mod. Glitch core. Support mod. Goblin traders. This adds these little tiny goblin dudes that you can trade with. They're kind of like wandering traders. Guard villagers. You can now turn your villagers into based Chad villagers. Horse buff. Horses can now float in water and won't wander off anymore. Iceberg. Support mod. Illager invasion. This adds new illager types and structures. Immediately fast. Performance mod. Immersive aircraft. This adds basic planes and air vehicles. Immersive armors. This adds cool new armor sets to obtain. Immersive paintings. This lets you upload custom images to paintings so you can display them in-game.
Hey, Vsauce.
Immersive thunder. New thunder sounds. Incendium. The nether is way cooler now. Indium. Performance mod. Inmis. Vanilla-friendly backpacks with a progression system. Inmis add-on. This makes the Inmis backpacks show up as a 3D model on your back. Inv-move. This lets you move around when your inventory is open. Iris. With this mod, you can use shaders with fabric. Item borders. Adds cool borders around rare items. Items displayed. I love this mod, dude. It's so cool. You can display certain items in-game like ingots, music discs, armor trims. It's awesome. Jam lib. Support mod. JEI. This adds a list of all the items on the side of your inventory. It's super useful for any mod pack. Jewelry. This adds lots of new jewelry items to collect that give you buffs. It works really well with all the classes like wizards and warriors and stuff like that. Jobs add-on. This adds professions so you can now earn XP while you do certain jobs. Cambric. Support mod. Kiwi. Support mod. Krypton. Performance mod. Leave me alone. You can now walk through leaves if you're on a horse, which makes walking through forests so much easier. Legendary tooltips. This adds cool tooltips for rare items. God damn, I need a drink. Let's do API. Support mod. Let's do bakery. New baking content. Let's do furniture. New furniture blocks. Let's do herbal brews. You can now make tea and stuff. Let's do Lily's Lucky Lures. New fishing content. Let's do vinery. You can now make wine and juice and stuff. Let's do wilder nature. New animals. Level Z. This adds a skill progression system. LibZ. Support mod. Lithium. Performance mod. Looter. This makes loot player specific, so it doesn't matter if someone else has already looted a chest, you get your own loot. This is so nice on the Flow SMP. I can take my time exploring. I don't have to worry about someone else that's already been there and picked through it. It's great. Luck Perms. Support mod. Majruj's library. Support mod. Majruj's accessories. This adds new accessories to find, and you can combine them so it's like a progression system. It's kind of like Terraria. And if you get all of the accessories, you can combine them into the soul of Minecraft. Majruj's enchantments. New enchantments. MC Dungeons armors. This just adds the armors from Minecraft Dungeons. MC Dungeons Weapons. Same thing, but for weapons. Mawcaw's Biomes of Plenty. This adds new building blocks that are compatible with Biomes of Plenty. Mawcaw's Bridges. This adds new bridge building blocks. Mawcaw's Doors. New doors. Mawcaw's Fences. This adds new fences. Mawcaw's Lights. Sensing a pattern here, huh? Mawcaw's Paintings. Yes. Mawcaw's Paths. Yes. Mawcaw's Roofs. More. Mawcaw's Stairs. More. Mawcaw's Trapdoors.
Yes, give me more blocks.
And Mawcaw's Windows. Okay, this is the last one. This is all just from one series. They all just add a ton of new blocks, basically. Memory Leak Fix. Performance Mod. Mighty Mail. This adds mailboxes so you can send each other stuff on a server. I love this mod, dude. It is so cool, especially on the FlowSMP. I get sent mail from other players, and I do fan mail openings in my house. It's awesome. Mob Player Animator. Support Mod. Modern Fix. Performance Mod. Mod Menu. This lets you see all of your installed mods in-game. Moonlight Lib. Support Mod. More RPG classes. Support Mod. More banner features. This lets you do more stuff with banners like wear them as capes. More culling. Performance Mod. More Delight. This adds even more food content. More mob variants. Way more mob textures. Mouse Tweaks. This adds quality of life tweaks to moving items around. Mouse Wheelie. This lets you sort items in one click. Multi-world borders. Lets you set different world borders for each dimension. Mythic upgrades. Post-netherite content. Naturalist. New mobs. Nature Spirit. New biomes and blocks. Necronomicon. Support Mod. Nether's Delight. This adds nether-related foods. Nifty Carts. This mod adds carts that let you transport items around. Noisium. Performance Mod. Not enough animations. This adds more animations for the player. Nullscape. New end biomes. Nif's Spiders. Spiders can now crawl on walls. Obscure API. Support Mod. Ocean's Delight. Ocean-related foods. Ore Discovery Broadcast. This tells admins when people are mining ore, so X-rayers ain't gonna hide from me. Ooh woo. Lib. Support Mod. Paladins and Priests. This adds new classes related to, paladins and priests. Particle Rain. Rain and snow are way cooler now. They've got wind and direction, and it's just less noisy looking. Patch Uli. Support Mod. Physics Mod Pro. This adds lots of new physics-related things like ocean waves and ragdoll physics. Player Animation Lib. Support Mod. Presence Footsteps. This adds new footstep sounds. Prism. Support Mod. Pufferfish Attributes. Support Mod. Pufferfish Skills. This adds a new combat and mining skill tree to rank up. Ranged Weapon API. Support Mod. Replay Mod. This allows you to make cinematic clips. Resourceful Config. Support Mod. Right-click Harvest. You can now harvest crops and replant them in the same move. Rogues and Warriors. This adds the Rogue and Warrior classes. Runes. Support Mod. Sawmill. This adds the saw block that works kind of like the stone cutter, but it's for wood blocks. And it also adds a new villager type for wood-related trades. Scout. You can craft small pouches that allow you to expand your inventory, like extra modules. Shulker Box Tooltip. You can now hold shift and see what's inside of a shulker box. Simple Magnets. You can craft a magnet that attracts items to you in a radius. Simply Skills. This adds a huge skill tree. It's like Path of Exile, kind of, and it works really well with all the classes. Simply Swords. This adds new weapons to collect. Sit. This lets you sit on slabs and stairs. Small Ships. Much bigger ships to explore with. Smooth Swapping. This adds a nice animation when items are moved around. Sodium. Performance Mod. Soulfired. Soulfire shows up as blue now instead of the default fire texture. Sound Physics Remastered. There's now reverb when you're in a big enough space like a cave. Spawn animations. Hostile mobs now come out of the ground. Spell Engine. Support Mod. Spell Power. Support Mod. Stack to nearby chests. You can now restock nearby chests and barrels and containers, so it's just way faster to dump off your loot when coming home from an exploration trip. Structury. New structures to find in your world. Subtle effects. Lots of new particle effects. Super Better Grass. Grass now wraps around dirt blocks. Super Martin 642's Config Lib. Support Mod. Super Martin 642's Core Lib. Also a support mod. Supplementaries. This adds new blocks to decorate with. Sushi Bar. Support Mod. Tabletop Craft. This adds chess, tic-tac-toe, and Connect 4 to the game. I have definitely gotten my ass beat in tic-tac-toe a few times on the FlowSMP. Tax-free levels. This changes how Anvil repair XP works so it's more fair now. Tectonic. Improved world generation. Terra Blender. Support Mod. Tiny item animations. This adds a subtle animation when you select an item. Tide. New fishing content. Tiered Z. This adds modifiers to crafted tools and armor. Tiny skeletons. Yes. Towns and towers. New structures. Trade cycling. You can now reroll villager trades. Trinkets. This adds new slots in your inventory for accessories, armor. It's really important to have given all the accessories and backpacks and stuff in this mod pack. Universal bone meal. Bone meal now works on lots of other plants. Vanilla tweaks. New enchantments and game mechanic tweaks. Voice chat interaction. Your voice can now trigger skulk sensors. Verdant vibes. New plants. Vin URL music. You can now take a YouTube URL and put it inside of a custom music disc. This might be one of the coolest mods in this entire list, dude. This one is so awesome. Visuality. New sparkles and shit. Voice chat. You can talk to other players in-game with a microphone, which is just a must-have for a server like the Flow SMP. Chirpy's Wildlife. New mobs. Witcher. This adds the Witcher class, and I absolutely love The Witcher 3, so this was a must-have. Wizards. Adds the Wizard class to the game. World Edit. This is a super useful building tool. William Wyther's overhauled Overworld. This improves the overworld biomes, basically. Yet another config lib. Support mod. Young's API. Support mod. Young's Better Desert Temples. The Desert Temple is way cooler now. Young's Better Dungeons. Cooler dungeons. Young's Better Jungle Temples. Yes. Young's Better Mine Shafts. Young's Better Nether Fortresses. Yup. Young's Better Ocean Monuments. Yes, sir. Young's Better Strongholds. Oh, yes, indeed. Young's Better Witch Huts. Yep, you got that right. And Young's Extras. Finally, this is the last mod. This one just adds some extra structure stuff. But no, we're not done yet. Hold on. We have resource packs to get through. Unobtrusive weather. This makes rain less cluttered. Bibliophilia. This adds custom textures for a ton of enchantment books. Compact font. This makes the in-game font look like this. Enchant icons. This adds these nice little icons to your enchantments. Eyeless fresh moves. This makes player movements much more interesting. Fancy crops. More crop variation. Fat cat. Chunky boy. Fresh animations. This is a must-have in my opinion. It overhauls basically every mob animation. Freshly modded. This adds fresh animation support for some of the custom mobs. Gentler weather sounds. This makes weather sounds nicer to listen to. Obscuria's stylized potions. This overhauls potion textures. Obscuria's tools. This overhauls tool textures. SPBR. This adds PBR textures to the game. Stylized overlays. Overlapping texture support. Vanilla mashup. This adds a ton of quality of life stuff. It's just like one big mega pack. Vanilla tweaks. This is a very configurable resource pack. There's just a lot of quality of life tweaks in there. And lastly, the shader that I'm using is Photon. Jesus Christ, bro. Finally made it. That was a marathon. And again, if you want to play with me and other people, just join the Flow SMP. It's an awesome community. We use all of the mods I just showcased on the server. Link to join is below. Now, to wrap it up, let's just run some gameplay so you can see what all this looks like in action.
Welcome to Origin. Welcome to the Lavender Club of Origin. It's a tavern. We host an open mic every week. The Curtains is a new addition.
Yeah, I added the
Yeah,
charts.
the wind chimes are really nice.
Oh, you got a to-do list.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. The netherrack along the ground is pathing.
Right, you said you were working on paths. Well, there's a lot of new path blocks from the update. You guys see that? Oh, that's nice.
Steps.
I like that, yeah.
Okay, texture.
There's the Chungus lantern. Do you see that? This big boy.
Oh my god!
Whoa.
There's also this.
It's like a bug zapper type thing.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Oh, is this some custom? What is this?
Oh, this
yeah,
is
those-
that's a
that's
grass
like a-
roof.
Grass
Yeah,
roof?
They're grass deep.
That's
yeah,
so
trees
cool.
top.
Oh, this is pretty,
This
dude.
looks cozy.
Dude, the decor goes crazy.
What?
Of the windows. Oh my god.
Well, these windows actually open when packed.
Wait, what?
That's dope.
Oh.
Yeah. Lily pad.
Oh my
entrance.
god, dude.
And this is supposed to be a little turtle.
Oh, wait, I see now. Like the whole island is a turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. Yeah, who's building the plunger?
The plunger.
That's me.
It's from Oblivion, isn't it?
It is. That's right. Good guess. It's the Arcane University.
No, but dude, this house is fire.
Yeah, I love this.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love the, like the
tried
new
to-
furniture blocks. These are so nice. Oh, I love the kitchen. Like the
Bear
bedroom,
food over
bro.
here.
Oh my god. So you guys don't have a runway yet, right, for planes?
We're working on it.
Is this like a community garden right here?
Yeah, the public garden.
Yeah. I was about to say, I
Wait,
haven't
and
seen
they
these.
open like that?
There's so many cool blocks in this update.
Honestly, bro, I think there's like,
It's really overwhelming.
I think Chipped alone added 11,000 blocks to the server.
Yeah.
Why are there so many birds in this boat?
They get stuck in the boats all the time. I don't know
Oh wow, this is nice.
why. Okay.
I've actually never been in here.
Now they're back.
Nice
I've
kitchen.
never been in-
I hate
Got a nice view. Wait, this like ship in a bottle? Dude, there's a rat in here.
It's a possum.
Not the opossum.
Oh, it's a possum.
Nice and open. And then this is the interior
Whoa.
of the university.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah,
showing me,
good.
guys. Very cool.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Of course. Thanks for visiting.
Wow. Look at this tree. Oh, hello.
Hello, blue man.
Guys, did you just build this in one night?
Yeah, that's infamous of the library build.
Like, god damn. I mean, like, this over here legitimately looks like Hermitcraft levels of, like, detail.
I know.
Dude, what are these a donut lantern?
They are donut lanterns.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't use any waypoints. I don't use mini maps.
This is a little lame-o.
Maybe put the blunderbussy on you.
Okay, blunder.
Have you got the blunderbussy?
Okay.
Don't make me do it.
No,
Hey,
really.
hey, you know what, Como? I'm not just the
Yo,
blunderbussy. Don't make
Oh,
me
not
get this
No,
up.
no, no,
Oh
no.
my
Yo.
god.
Do not make me do it.
Bro.
Like, what were they thinking when they made this sprite? Oh, it glows too.
Look at it glowing.
It's rare. All right, you want to do a tour in like 40 minutes, Como? I gotta eat first.
40 minutes, yeah.
So I want you guys to tour this place as if this is my first time seeing it. All right?
So no trolling?
No, you can troll.
Oh,
What are you holding, by the way, Como?
And bro, I'm ore farming right now. God damn.
Here, let's start with your boat, Peptic. Have you changed anything?
Well, I put up your picture that I got from you.
Uh-huh. This is the
Right here.
aerial view of the town.
I think I've added a kitchen since you were here last.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What is this block? What is this, like, green block?
Makes fishing rods, I think. But
Oh, upgrade rod. Is this your ship, Peptic?
yeah, here's my my airship, the Tide Drifter.
All right, I'm still in this junkie way.
All right, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
I've added a farm to my place, so I have wheat and I have my all my grapes growing here.
I gotta say, Peptic, I saw a pretty robust spawn tree at Origin, and it's putting your tree to shame.
Yeah, I know. This
It's
is
like
the
a
original
sapling compared to that
tree.
one. What else we got? Oh. Hey, watch where you're aiming, son. Ping Pawn Shop.
Yeah.
I made quite a hefty profit here last time. What is this? Someone made like a whole
for the cave.
banner.
We have a trading hall.
All right, I bought a book here, my mending books.
Yeah. How many did you buy?
I bought 3. Oh wow, it's a lot bigger than last time I was here. Did we see your hobbit hole, Como?
No.
Let's just confirm, huh? Did you take my Vsauce poster down?
Of course I did. That had to go.
Oh, you did? Oh wait, do you still have the... You do.
Of course. I keep everything. These are all memories, man.
Como is just a 12-year-old gamer at heart.
Okay, you know what?
Dude, this chicken.
Where did the water? Yo! Yo!
Oh,
No!
Don't act like you wouldn't do it, do Peptic.
I
That
would
was
actually.
chicken
I would.
Yeah,
nuggets.
yeah, go, let's be honest.
This is the silver fin. I am still working on it, of course.
God, it's
I'm very-
huge.
Walking in here, and there's the bar area.
Oh,
know.
Gem's hard at work.
Yep, already. And of course, we have a pulley system going all the way down to the ice bridge that every new player uses. And he just gotta ruin shit, don't you?
What? Is that not supposed to be touched? You can't expect me not to pull a lever when I see one.
40 people we're expecting.
40.
Yep, this is the main seat right here. Little baby chair right here for you.
Seat of honor.
Yep, yep,
Oh.
there you go.
Kids table at Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Bro, it's not even one ass cheek wide. I like the art. Wow, that's a good shot.
This is my beautiful kitchen that 2 people will be working here when the tavern is open. We will have a menu as well that we will be giving away to the actual people as well.
Menu, okay.
Uh-huh. You go first, of course.
Wow. Hey, hey, hey.
Get the fuck out of here.
You knew I was gonna win. Oh, the water wheel outside? That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, we got a little greenhouse here.
Wow.
Yeah, cool guy.
Dude, the progress on the town hall is crazy. Yeah, this place is awesome. Wow, look at this. Oh yeah, it's like a little chapel. Whoa, that looks cool. Dude, how did he build this in survival? It's just like, I would struggle to build this with world edit. That is super cool. Wow. Yeah, this
Wow.
build is so good. Is there anything on the inside to see?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's cool. Ooh. Whoa. That's like,
Sorry.